Words carry power. Throughout history, they have united or divided communities around the globe.
Yeah, and we've been reporting on the importance of words, how they can result in discrimination against communities of color. And tonight, in the second part of that series, Words That Matter, ABC 15 investigator Liliana Soto takes us into a conversation with Asian, Latino, Black, and LGBTQ communities to show how the impacts certain words can have matter.
Why do words matter to you?
Words matter to me because they are the main way of communication. It matters how you talk to yourself. So I think if something you're gonna say to someone else, you wouldn't say to yourself, there's no need to say it.
Frankie Pago is the president of the Black Student Union Club at Corona del Sol High School.
As an immigrant woman, as a queer woman, I feel that there's a lot of power in me coming into a space saying those things. But there's also a lot of power if people were to degrade me with words.
Pita Juarez is a filmmaker and activist in Arizona. They both share a relationship with words in their own communities.
The big word that sticks out for everyone is the N-word, because that is historically used against Black people to put them down into demeanor, like who they are as a human being.
I mean, there's an insane amount of homophobic slurs that I won't repeat. And then there's also, the term illegal that we saw for a really long time that just completely dehumanizes people.
Words can have a huge impact in the lives of many people.
I can name Kung Flu.
After former President Trump described COVID-19 with xenophobic language against Asian Americans.
The comments have been a lot of why don't you go back to China, take the flu with you.
Richard Mui is the president of APIA Vote Michigan.
Words matter, and that it really has an impact on people's beliefs and consequently their action.
Violence and verbal harassment against Asian communities increased after the start of the pandemic.
We have our voice out. We want the society to listen to us. When there's injustice happen in the society, we want people to listen to us, give us the fair respect. We're Americans, so when people talk to us, go back to your country, this is our country, this is our home.
Once we use these negative words, if somebody believes it, they can do damage.
It hurts me to see the extent of violence, especially when it's people that have nothing to do with the events that happen.
In 2019, 23 people were killed at a Walmart store in El Paso, Texas. The man accused wrote a manifesto with anti-immigrant words.
So there's been a long association of immigrants as criminals, as people with characteristics so they can't be trusted, that they can't possibly become Americans or what we consider to be, with American ideals.
So how can we shift and change that?
Lucinda Hinojos is an activist. Her words are reflected in her paintings around Phoenix. She says change is difficult, but possible.
Changing the words that we use. No longer using words that dehumanize us and to make us feel less. We may not realize it, but words that we should be using is love, hope, faith, peace.
The words just hit in such a way. I say affirmations all the time to myself, I'm a warrior, I'm living the life of my dreams, because as you do that, you'll slowly create that world around you. But if you're constantly saying demeaning words or hurtful words, you're going to create a hurtful and demeaning place in society. And that's what we ended up creating. And so now it's going away from that and creating a broader, better society.
As people, we're evolving. So language should also evolve with that. And that's why words matter.
Liliana Soto, ABC 15, Arizona.